Hello everybody, welcome to this vlog. My name is Satya. So today I will show you how to install a Wi-Fi router. That means to say, in the last vlog we discussed about enabling Wi-Fi access point on the Raspberry Pi 5, right? So today I will show you how to enable with that access point installed. Through that access point you should be able to connect to the internet as well, right? The internet connection should not be lost. So that is a use case that I will discuss today. So I will also put a link to the previous video where hostapd was installed. That means to say that Wi-Fi access point was installed and it was the SSID was published to all the stations, right? So today I will focus on converting that Wi-Fi access point into a router. So this is the new router. So first we need to check if wireless LAN 0 is present as part of the interface list. No, it's not present. So what we do is we do next rfkill list. It's again soft blocked, so you need to do rfkill unblock all, right? So then you check again, it will be not soft block, software blocked, it will not be done for Wi-Fi NIC card or Wi-Fi driver, right? So then what you need to do is you need to bring up ifconfig wireless LAN 0 up. So now if you check as part of ifconfig, wireless LAN 0 will be put. Okay. So yeah. So then what you need to do is you need to start the hostapd. The command for starting the hostapd I will show you. And before that you need to check whether the access point is enabled for the Wi-Fi driver. So access point is allowed to be configured on this Wi-Fi driver or Wi-Fi chipset. So for that you need to do iwlist grep ap. Yeah, it's enabled, so we can use it as part of the setup to install Wi-Fi access point functionality on the Raspberry Pi that I'm using. Okay, so let's quickly go into what needs to be done for the Wi-Fi router to be enabled, right? So let me see if this works fine. It says that so first for that you need to check iwconfig. It should be in the master state. Yeah, it is in the master state, but why it is giving a problem for starting the AP access point? Yeah, so let me see if ps -ef grep hostapd. So hostapd is already running here. So this is the command. So whatever I highlight, it's already started the Wi-Fi access point functionality, so we don't have to start it. Or if you want to start it, you can use this command to start it. I'm checking as part of the Wi-Fi beacons if Satya Pi, yes, it is being broadcasted. Beacon is sent with the SSID Satya Pi, so that's good. So now what we need to do is we need to install dnsmasq. That is the dhcp functionality. So how to install is first you need to do sudo apt get update, sudo apt get update. So it's done. So then what you need to do is you need to install this is a dhcp server, right? dnsmasq. So it's already installed. So what we need to do is we need to next configure the config file for the DHCP server. So this config file, I will show you how to do it. So this is the config file where we need to update the server subnet options, DHCP server subnet options. So I'm just checking that if there is already anything enabled as part of this. So then we need to comment it and use the IP addresses that I'm gonna use. Yeah, so nothing is enabled. So what we do is we copy this config. Yeah. So interface, I want it to be wireless LAN 0. Bind interfaces, that means it the whatever leads that we give using the DHCP server is maintained on the interface. The DHCP range is 192.168.50.10 to 50.100. Okay, then 50.1, and the DNS server option should be the ISP home router 168.128.1. The ISP home router is this one. Then log whatever DHCP messages are there. So then for saving you do Control O, and for exiting it is Control X, right? So this is how we have to do it. Then what we need to do, you need to assign an IP address to wireless LAN 0 interface. So what we need to do is I have IP address add 192.168.168 50.1/24 dev wireless LAN 0. So IP address we need to check using ifconfig. Yes, it is being assigned. Now you need to start it, right? Start the DHCP server. Systemctl status dnsmasq. So it is disabled. So what we need to do is first enable it and then start it. Then check the status of the DHCP server. Okay, so this is what it's saying, active running. It's giving the IP range as 50 to 10. But why it is giving a new IP range 42.100 to 40. Okay, that we need to check why there is a 42 range also being given. Instead of this, what we'll do cat /etc dnsmasq.conf, right? grep 192.168.42 is not there, so cd/etc. So what I'm checking is, do we have a duplicate of it, because it seems that it is having 42 also as a subnet that is being provided. ls dns star. So okay, so that we need to check how to remove the 42, because I don't see it as part of here. Let's check ps-ef grep dhcp. No, there is nothing. So we need to disable the dhcp relay. So kill -9. Okay, so that is fine. So now let's see by restarting the DNS server. Okay, let's see. Then what we need to do, we need to enable the NAT part as part of that ETS0 is the uplink, so which is having the DHCP address, and then we will see if it works fine. Okay, so let's see by connecting a wireless access point, right? So we will disconnect. We have to connect to Satya Pi, because in the last video I installed Satya Pi 2. So now we need to see if Satya Pi is available. Did we already ps-ef grep host? Yeah, ifconfig grep host. So kill -9. Okay, so let's start the DHCP server. Sorry, the wireless access point hostapd. So it's being started. So then what we need to do, we need to check if WPA supplicant is enabled, right? So for that we need to do ps-ef grep WPA. It clearly states here that the channel is busy and we can't enable it. So for that, if config while s10 is there, and then iw config, it is in the master mode. Yeah, let's see if hostapd is still alive. Yes. Yeah, so systemctl disable host apd. So now let's see if it's still there. Yeah, so host apd, now it should be able to start the host apd. First, what we need to do is we need to grep for host apd using ps-ef command is the command which is used to check what processes are running. So now I was checking host apd is running or not. It was running, so I had to disable it using systemctl command. Systemctl stop host apd and systemctl disable, so that I can run manually the host apd. So now it is running. Yeah, Satyapai is also shown. So now what we need to do, we need to connect it. So as you see here in this thing, there is a connection that is being established by a new client. So let's see if it's able to connect to the internet. It says no internet. So what we need to do is we need to check if we are able to ping. So now I'm checking what are the routes available, right? So 192, the default is 192.250. That is the 129.252. Yes, reply is fine, but then why I'm not able to connect to the internet? Satyapai 128.1. Now we need to check what is the router that is being supplied. ipconfig. .50.97 is what the IP address is provided. So uh, why it's saying the thing problem is the default gateway is going to 129.252, which is not the one, right? DNS server router. Okay, let me see. 129.252 is the default gateway. So now I'm checking what is I change it to 129.252 and see if internet works fine. On the DHCP server. So here default gateway is 50.1. Yeah, that is perfect. So then let me ping 192.168.50.1. Yeah, I'm able to ping the google.com, and also IP route show should be okay. Yes. So let me see if I can connect it back to see if so connect automatically. It still says no internet for the Satya Pi access point. AP station connected. It does says the wireless access point is connected, but our goal as part of this training is to have internet connected. So that is the problem. looks like the NAT functionality was not established properly, so that is what I'm gonna check now. Let me see this. Systemctl CTL. So basically I'm checking, it's forwarded is 1, but still we have a problem of not able to connect to the internet. So let me see by connecting it again. So the access point functionality is fine, but the thing is we are not able to connect to the internet. So IP route show. IP route delete. IP route add. .128.1.0 IP route show. Let me see if I can ping from google.com. Yep. So now it's fine. So basically there was a problem with the IP route. So it was pointing to 192.168.129 or 252. Instead of that, it should point to 128.1, which is my ASP home router. So now the access point that I have connected the stations to is able to forward the internet traffic. So to recap, what we need to do is I will tell you what all steps that needs to be performed to enable Wi-Fi router. First thing is you need to have hostapd installed, right? So for that hostapd install, do sudo apt update, sudo apt install hostapd, then sudo systemctl unmask hostapd, sudo systemctl enable hostapd. Then you check as part of IW list if AP keyword is enabled for the Wi-Fi chipset that you are using on the Raspberry Pi. Then you configure hostapd.conf file. So this I'll put as part of the description, all the steps. Then what you need to do is you need to point to the default hostapd, that is /etc hostapd.conf. Then you need to start it manually, hostapd-d/hostapd/hostapd.conf. If it fails to start, that means wireless LAN 0 is not enabled. So first check RF kill list. If it shows software blocks, then enable it as part of RF kill unblock all, which will enable the Wi-Fi driver to forward the traffic or act as access point. So then what you need to do is you need to prepare a DHCP server to provide an IP address on your wireless LAN side. So that you need to install using sudo apt install dnsmasq, right? That's one of the DHCP servers available in the market. Then as part of /etc/dnsmasq.conf, enable interface is equal to wireless LAN 0, put a parameter called as bind interfaces, specify whatever DHCP range you want. DHCP option 3, what is the default gateway for the wireless LAN stations. Then DHCP option DNS server has to be the DNS server the ISP home router provides. Then configure NAT. So basically uplink should be ETH 0 and the downlink should be your wireless LAN 0. So you need to configure the NAT. So all these things I'll put as part of the description box, so you can refer and put a comment if you don't follow anything, right? I'll help you out to establish the internet connection, and also make sure net.ipv4 IP forward systemctl parameter is enabled, that is set to 1. And finally check the route, default route that should point to the gateway of ISP router, because that is what will be used to transfer the packets to the internet. Okay, so if you have any questions or uh, the problem that you are facing with the wireless LAN access point being acting as a Wi-Fi router, do let me know in the comments. I will help you out. Okay, thank you, bye.